Hey guys, this is Peter here at H&M Realty. So I want to talk to you about termite, and you'll have a termite report. So this is talking about the contract. When you go into contract, as a buyer and seller, there's some things that will be set in place in the contract. So I want to go over, in the position as a seller or in the position as a buyer, the benefits and the cons about putting in termite inspection, and then also putting in termite section 1 and section 2. So I'll go over, just having the report in there. So if that's on the contract, usually as a buyer and seller, you don't want it in the contract at all. So, and I'm going to explain why. So if the lender in the background sees anything in the contract that says or states, and this goes with the underwriter too, states that there's a termite report, and it comes back as a bad termite report, or there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done, that can affect the loan. So you go all in, and termite can be anything from tenting the house to actually getting stuff done on the fascia, which is the boards that go and butt up to the roof. And then there's some other, like the siding and stuff like that you can see, like dry rot. So if you're in an FHA purchase and you have that on there, they are very particular. So there's going to be things that are called out that need to be fixed. Just make sure if that's something in particular that you want done as a buyer, you have your real estate agent put that in, but know that it may take a little bit longer to get that transaction done, because it may take longer for the lender to approve it, the other real estate agent to get on point and get that report drafted from the termite company and get that over to you, and also get the work that's involved. So there's a lot more negotiation on the back end on that too. But going back to the core of what I was going to talk about is, make sure that you're serious about that and putting that into the contract, because that may create an issue later down the road in escrow, and it may call some things out where, for one, it may cost you the escrow as the buyer, because the seller may not want to pay $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 in escrow to a termite company to mitigate all that stuff. So just make sure that that's in there, and if it is in there, make sure that it may create some issues down the road with the seller. So just make sure you walk through that with your buyer's agent, and let them know, hey, if we're going to put this in there, let's get this stuff out of the way right up front of escrow, or don't put it in there at all, because then the lender typically won't ask for that unless something does come up as a challenge with the appraisal. So make sure you watch that stuff. I just want to talk about that real quick. I've had a challenge with that in the past and recently. So just make sure you're watching for that as a buyer and seller, and ask your agent about that too. Thanks for watching.